Good morning. Coming up this morning on DC News Now, Congress gridlocked as the country barrels towards a potential shutdown.
Yeah, we're live this morning with how a shutdown could potentially impact you. But first, Jackie, good Tuesday morning.
Yeah, good Tuesday morning out there. This morning, though, we're tracking a little bit of that patchy drizzle and also the cloud cover. Temperatures right on the mid-upper 50s to 60. And also we're tracking the cool temperatures sticking around today. More details coming up.
Also ahead this morning, what we know from police after a teen was shot and killed in Southeast.
Plus, how parents in Prince George's County can hear from county officials this week on what steps schools are taking to keep kids safe.
And fall is here, which means winter is right around the corner. We're going to take a look at a few tips from experts on how to fend off the winter blues.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. It is now 6 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. Live look outside. You can see the Washington Monument back there. Kind of, because it's all, I know it's all drizzly and rainy today, but hey, hopefully this doesn't last all day. But good morning, and thanks for starting your day with us here on DC News Now. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Yeah, good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Shanika's tracking the roads to get you out the door this morning. She'll have more on that in just a moment. But Jackie, she's tracking that forecast, and things are looking a little dreary.
Yeah, a little dreary out there, a little gloomy to kickstart your Tuesday morning. We're seeing reduced visibility because of all that patchy drizzle and also because of that mist. Visibility at this hour, we're down about 5 miles now in DC. Less than that in Frederick, we're down about 3 miles. And we're seeing that also in Martinsburg, 4 miles in Hagerstown, also Manassas too, seeing that 5 miles in Culpeper, and less than that over towards western Maryland right now. The radar, tough to see where we are seeing a little bit of that drizzle as well as the mist, just because the radar has a tough time deciphering that. However, we do see that across parts of the region. So heads up as you're heading out this morning, make sure you do have the rain gear. Satellite radar showing us we have the cloud cover out there, and those clouds will be sticking around today. Those current temperatures are starting off in the mid-upper 50s to right about 60, currently 60 in DC. We're mid-50s in Hagerstown, but really not a big jump in those temperatures through the day today. And we also have that northerly breeze between 5 to 10 miles per hour, making it feel a little bit cooler. So again, we'll see a few of those sprinkles and a few of those isolated showers through our Tuesday. More details looking towards the rest of that 7 day in just a couple of minutes. But Shanika's here with the all-important look at those roadways. How's traffic?
All right, we're still in the Capitol Beltway. You're still backed up out there. Out of Montgomery County, we're still dealing with a crash that did move that to the shoulder, and that is just before Connecticut Avenue. So watch for those brake lights, and there are different ways you can get around this. You're only dealing with this one stretch of congestion right now past 29. The inner loop is looking good, and the rest of your Capitol Beltway throughout Prince George's County, all A-OK and over to Northern Virginia. But in the district, 695 heading north right near the 11th Street Bridge, we have a crash involving a motorcycle.
Thank you, Shanika. Your time right now is 6:02 this morning. A teen is dead after a shooting yesterday in Southeast DC. Now, officials say this happened on Green Street just after 3:30 in the afternoon. Police say the boy died, was in his late teens. Now, officials say that they are looking for 2 suspects in connection to that shooting. The first is a man at about 5'9" tall. The second is another man with a beard. People living in that area say gun violence is destroying the neighborhood.
I'm seeing families hurt. I'm seeing people hurt. That's what I'm seeing. It's a plethora of issues that's plaguing our community, from poverty to the gun violence, of course.
DC police are asking anyone with any information to give them a call.
The community is still shaken this morning after 4 people were shot Saturday at a DC nightclub. Police say 1 man died. It happened at Crew Nightclub on 8th Street in Northeast. DC police say Blake Bozeman was a prominent realtor and former basketball star at Morgan State University. One witness says he saw Bozeman collapse on the ground after he crawled to safety.
The shots rang out. I immediately, I fell down the stairs. As I was just trying to duck for cover, I crawled my way out of the club. I don't believe that violence is the answer. What did Saturday night solve?
Police are still searching for the suspect in that shooting. Time right now is 6:03 on this Tuesday morning. The deadline for potential government shutdown is looming.
That is right. Our Liberty Zabala is live at the Capitol with how this shutdown could impact you. Liberty, good morning.
Good morning, Tanaya and Corey. Well, Congress only has a few days to avoid a government shutdown. Now, if the government does shut down, it could affect millions of federal workers. So let's break down the potential shutdown for you now. Currently, Congress has not passed any of the 12 appropriation bills needed to set discretionary spending for fiscal year 2024. Congress needs to pass legislation to fund several programs, or else the government shuts down. Now, a government shutdown could affect up to more than 2 million civilian federal employees. Federal employees would then be forced into two categories: furloughed or expected. Furloughed employees must stop working. Expected employees must continue to work without a paycheck until the shutdown ends. Essential workers, including those in law enforcement, in-hospital medical care, and power grid maintenance, would have to keep working. Many small business owners say a government shutdown would slow the economy, undercut consumer demand, and disrupt access to government resources they depend on. Meanwhile, several nonprofits are offering food assistance, and some lenders are offering financial support to federal workers during the shutdown.
It's kind of crazy. I don't know what people are going to do, and I think it'll have a pretty big impact on like day-to-day life and things like that. So I don't know. I hope that things go well, but you never know.
And the deadline for Congress to reach a deal to keep the government open is at midnight on October 1st. If the government does shut down, it would be the first shutdown since 2019. For now, live here near Capitol Hill, Liberty Zabala, DC News Now.
All right, Liberty, thank you. Time right now is 6:05. A Montgomery County driver is pleading guilty to a traffic offense after he hit and killed U.S. diplomat Sarah Langenkamp last summer. The driver, Santos Martinez, received the maximum penalty under Maryland law. That's a $2,000 fine with 150 hours of community service. Langenkamp was biking in Bethesda last August when she was run over by a flatbed truck. She and her family had just returned to Maryland from Ukraine weeks before the crash.
Your time right now is 6:06 this morning. The Prince George's County Council is now reconsidering its decision prohibiting council members to vote virtually. Councilmember Crystal Orida says she hopes that she will be able to vote virtually during her maternity leave. She says she is pushing for change for herself and anyone that comes after her.
Either you stand for and with women, you stand for maternal health, or you don't.
Council members will vote on that resolution today. In Prince George's County Public Schools,
We'll host an online safety meeting for parents. The forum will touch on what the community can do to make sure schools are safe. Now it's scheduled for Thursday at 6 p.m. Police officers, security team for public schools, and student representatives will speak. Parents can submit questions before and during the event. Now, earlier this month, a 16-year-old Prince George's County student was shot and killed while she was walking home from school.
And Alexandria City Public Schools is celebrating history as they name the school system's first black superintendent. Dr. Melanie K. Watts is the first African American to oversee the district. She started as a special education teacher. In September of last year, she was appointed as the interim leader. She says she faces challenges in COVID learning loss and teacher retention.
I can't believe we have a first black woman superintendent sitting in this seat. Superintendents are instructional leaders. You should be in the classrooms. You should embed yourself each and every day in every opportunity that you get.
K. Watt says she wants to focus on making students feel welcome in schools.
Oh, look at that. It's so Gatsby.
Right there, this video posted by comedy writer Kristen Van Ness celebrating U.S. screenwriters reaching a tentative agreement with studio executives. Now, screenwriters are still waiting to learn the details of that agreement. By governing board of two branches of the WGA, they are likely to vote on contracts today.
And if they approve it, the 11,500 members of the union would then vote on the deal to approve it and end the strike. Now, negotiators for WGA told the union members The deal was, quote, exceptional. So when could your favorite shows potentially return? Well, experts are unsure because the deal still needs official final approval. Late night talk shows could be the first to return as soon as a few days after the agreement with WGA is approved. Now, popular shows like Stranger Things and Abbott Elementary are also likely to start back up quickly. All eyes, though, are now on striking actors. All right, time right now coming up on 6:10 on this Tuesday morning. President Biden and former President Trump will be both in Michigan in an attempt to win over union members.
That is right. Biden is scheduled to join the picket lines in Michigan today. Now, this comes during the second week of striking for thousands of auto workers demanding better pay and even better benefits from Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis. The White House says the president believes workers deserve a fair share of the company's record profits. Former President Donald Trump is said to speak with union workers tomorrow. Trump accusing Biden of following his lead.
He believes that there could be a win-win agreement here, but he's always going to stand on the side of workers, always.
Selling our automobile companies, everything right down the tubes. So I announced that I'm going to Michigan, and then he announced 20 minutes later, I'm going to Michigan.
Picketers say they are welcoming both visits. However, the union says they have not endorsed either candidate for 2024 just yet.
And the second GOP presidential debate is scheduled tomorrow, this time with a much smaller pool of candidates taking the stage. Now, 7 candidates qualified after the last debate. Trump says he will not participate in the debate. In order to qualify, candidates need at least 3% support in the national poll and 2 polls from an early voting state. The debate starts at 9 o'clock tomorrow night at Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. All right, and one of the candidates will be taking on another debate against a Democratic lawmaker. Governor Ron DeSantis announced he will take some time out of his schedule to take on California Governor Gavin Newsom in a 90-minute debate in Georgia. The idea came from an episode of the Sean Hannity show that Newsom appeared on for an interview. A spokesperson for Newsom says they will do the debate provided there are no, quote, cheering sections of hype videos at the event.